So today, I'm going to break down the newest images from the vampire Lestat. Entertainment Weekly published a great article on Friday the 19th of December, where Roland Jones, the showrunner, gave some amazing details. And I put up a poll on which image you guys would like to see me break down the most. And with 68% of the votes, the image of Louis with these pages won overwhelmingly. So let's get into the details. Oh, and P.S., I'll be breaking down all three. Okay, so I think that most of us have guessed that these pages may be from Claudia's diaries, and that this scene is with Louis and Bruce. I've broken down the 2 clips from the extended teaser trailer in my 60 Things We Think We Know video, but I'm pretty sure that these clips and this shot are in the same sequence. And what I mean by that, obviously Louis is dressed exactly the same, but what I mean by that is that I'm pretty sure that Louis is directing all of this at Bruce and not somebody else. So is Louis reading Claudia's words back to Bruce? Bruce, of course, the vampire who kept, violated and tortured Claudia. It looks like Louis is looking directly at him. In the clip of Bruce, he is seated and Louis is stood over him. But in this shot, Louis is sat at Bruce's level. Louis's eyes have also turned the same pale hazel they turn when he's really, really mad. Like my rage mad. He's already covered in blood. Is it Bruce's? I don't think that it is, just yet. I think it might be the blood of everyone he had to get through to get to him. Because when we see Bruce in this clip, there's not a scratch on him at this point. Louis also looks really tired. Kind of like he did after the theatre fire. But we know that at some point he will put his fingers to his lips and there will be blood spatter. But we don't know for sure if this is before or after this shot. So my niggling question is, if these are indeed pages from Claudia's diaries, when exactly did Louis get these pages back? We know Armand kept them, as Louis had to ask for access to them. Did Armand hand them back to Louis when he asked? Was it before Daniel exposed Armand? Or have Louis and Armand seen each other since their breakup? It's very messy of me, but I kind of hope that's true. And speaking of Claudia's diary, are these the pages that Armand cut out or the ones that Louis tore out? In season 1, when Daniel discovered the removed pages, there just didn't seem to be this many of them. Are there more pages than the few that Daniel saw removed when he got to that point in Claudia's story? Also, did Louis tear these pages out in a rage? Later on in season 2, Claudia does open up a little bit more to Louis about what Bruce did to her. Whilst she is doing her makeup one night, she says to Louis that she can only tell him what she remembers. Like the memories come back in flashes or fragments. So she may have written about her memories at a much later point. Like while she was in Paris or something maybe. If you have a look at the pages that are stuck to the wall, some are marked in red marker. Very similarly to the markings on Lestat's copy of Interview with the Vampire. Does this mean that Lestat has seen these pages for himself now? Now, I've tried desperately to enhance this page as much as I can, but I just can't make out the words just yet. But I can see that the bottom third, maybe, has been scribbled out. Also, the edges of the pages are very neat. So are these the pages that Armand cut out? Or is this actually a letter that Louis looks like he's reading to Bruce? So Roland Jones said that Louis' story this season will be heartbreaking. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But I'm not looking forward to seeing just how heartbreaking it's going to be. Or maybe I am, I don't know. But some people in the comments have said that maybe they'll be adapting Louis' story from Merrick. I won't give any spoilers here, but I cannot wait to find out. Okay, so let's get to Lestat's image. Now, he's on stage on tour, and the very first detail I noticed was that there is blood all over his guitar. And initially I thought maybe he was playing so hard that his hands bled through somehow. Or maybe he did something horrific before the show and he still had blood on his hands. So then that made me wonder, what on earth happened before the show? But then I looked a little bit closer And then I wonder too, is this the very last show? As he isn't dressed quite as extravagantly as he is in other performances. I mean, he looks great, but this looks like a dressed down version, not an on-stage version of Lestat. I mean, here are some examples of the outfits he's going to be wearing on stage and off. But I did notice that he is wearing the same outfit, and I think it's the same show as when he exposes his cloud gift to the crowd. Is this Lestat saying, F it, what's going to happen is going to happen? Is this the very last show, similar to the concert in the novel? Had someone handled Lestat's guitar just before they handed it to him? Did somebody else transfer the blood onto the guitar? I ask this as Lestat's hands actually seem pretty clean. I mean, we all know that vampires are amazing at cleaning up, something that is very dear to my heart. But his hands are spotless. Not even under his nails is there blood. But there's blood on the guitar. I mean, it's obvious that the show must go on, but what happened before this show? I cannot wait to find out. Just a little side note that this guitar is actually a Lestat guitar, i.e. the Stratocaster from Fender. It's a legendary electric guitar, but in all honesty, I know absolutely nothing about guitars, so I'm going to stop there, I think. And then just another side note. I've noticed this necklace or this neck piece that Lestat is wearing. He's wearing it here and he's wearing it in so many other of the shots that we get from the teaser trailer. So is this actually a necklace? Or is this something else? Also, I noticed that real Louis is wearing a necklace in this season too. So I do wonder what that's about. So for Gabriella, there isn't as much detail as I would like to be able to deep dive into. But what I did notice is this goblet. Now, does that contain blood? Or is that the design of the goblet? I don't know. And also, this is the second green dress that we've seen her in. I don't know if there's some kind of significance to the green. She also looks to still be human at this point, having a look at her eyes and her nails. And also her hair seems to be a more natural colour compared to the platinum that we see her in modern times. It also seems to be nighttime, so perhaps supper, so it's not the same scene as baby Lestat, where he sat at the dining table. She doesn't look particularly happy in this photo either. But if I've missed anything in any of these shots, please let me know. I'm so down for the discussion in the comments. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And I release videos every Sunday at 12 p.m. GMT. So I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.